Netflix is calling it the summer of love.
Yeah.
And I want to be a part of that summer. So
Who wouldn't
want
to be part of the Summer of Love? This is based on the bestseller that came out in 2014.
Yes.
How would you say that? Because it feel like I said I mentioned that the '80s sort of nostalgic feel to it, but it also feels like very much of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say that this story, captures the essence of this generation? I think Gen Z, I think, is what we would call these kids, right?
Right. I think, it is a very universal and relatable story. I mean, it's high school, and everyone either went through high school or some form of high school. So I think that, technology actually doesn't play that big of a role in this film. So that's one thing that Gen Z can't relate to.
It's because she's old school. She's an old soul. She writes letters.
She actually writes letters. Yeah. But I do think that it's a modern movie. I think there are certain pop culture references that Gen Z will get, and I actually just found out I was a part of Gen Z. I did a panel where I was the only Gen Zer there. I was representing all of Gen Z, and I had no idea I was Gen Z until I got
You had to represent your entire generation.
Without even
you didn't even
knowing
know you were a part
I was
of
a
that
part
generation.
Of that generation. So imagine how that went.
Yeah.
This is going great. But yeah, I think the greatest compliment I've gotten thus far about the movie is younger girls coming up and saying it's really wonderful to see a familiar face on screen. Thank you for representing, the AAPI community, but also older women coming up and saying, hey, by the way, I really appreciate this. I wish I would have seen this when I was younger. So although I believe it is a Gen Z movie, I think older generations will also, the goal is that they're transported back to high school and kind of remember what it was like. So I don't want to just limit it to Gen Z.